Okay, one more time. I need to start this by saying that no, this is not the planned October thing. My computer is actually being sent to Dell because it's had issues. But okay, my cat went missing on Saturday. The Stormy one. She's brown, tabby, really cute. Nice cat. She went missing and came home yesterday afternoon. She seemed a bit skittish, and she didn't want to be hugged or anything. I thought maybe she'd been scared by a bird, she'd been outside for a while, couldn't find her anytime during those days. So from about Saturday to yesterday, Wednesday, the 10th. But I finally got to get her to relax, and I thought her tail looked sparse, so I checked underneath when she finally let me, and I saw that someone had gouged my cat's tail in 2 spots. I do not know if I will include a picture. It is technically kind of graphic. It seems painful, but she's calmed down since she's been in the house. I don't want to let her out again. And I'm wondering who would shave the cat's underside, her private bits, and a good chunk of her tail. Now, I always brush this cat once a week, maybe twice, if she needs it, and keep her very well groomed. There's no reason some stranger would keep her for 4 days and do that to her, like they're deep gouges. This is weird. But what's really upsetting me is that tonight at about 9 o'clock, 2 men in suits were on my porch, and I cracked the door open a tiny bit because I couldn't see. There's a giant plant on the porch that my mom wants to have there. Could not see. Thought it was the landlord. Now, I watch a lot of horror movies. You watch a lot of horror movies. We all watch a lot of horror movies. And we have one of those safety lock things. Like, if you open the door in such a way, the lock prevents it from opening more than a crack. And I see these 2 men on the porch. Now, they're way on the side where I could not see them with the window. Wouldn't answer. They knocked. Wouldn't answer until I cracked open the door, thinking it might have been the landlord. And one was off in the back in the shed, past the light. The other one was closer, in front of, kind of on the side, very close to the wall, where I can't see him well, unless I had opened the door all the way. Now, I could see bits of him, not his whole face. It's kind of cloudy from the light being right on my left, him being far on my right. But he's maybe mid-20s, kind of tallish, African American. The other one in the shadows, he has a darker complexion. I don't know what he is, maybe Hispanic. Kind of has a look, the general look. And they're both kind of dressed like you would think Mormon missionaries would be. But I've met with Mormon missionaries, lovely people. They don't typically show up in their full suits buttoned up. They're early 20s. They're slightly more casual in their suits. They're not buttoned up like these fellas were. And they don't typically wear hats. In fact, I've never seen a missionary wear a hat. These 2 fellers wearing hats. I ask them who they are. They finally answer. Well, the black one, he answers and says, we wanted to share the word of Jesus Christ with you. I mentioned this is 9 o'clock, almost 9 o'clock at night. They want to share the word of Jesus Christ. and they want me to open the door. The other one's not saying anything. And, I ask, who are you? And they say, oh. It's kind of like they're trying to pass themselves off as, like, white shirts, ties, suits. If they had had the little black badges and no hats, I could have believed they might have been Mormon missionaries. I can't see his face too well, but, maybe they had black badge. I don't know. It's hard to tell when it's at that weird of an angle. Like I said, he's far on the right. I can only see part of his left side. I refuse to open the door. And when pressed, they admit that they're from a quote-unquote non-denominational church, but won't give their names or the name of the church. I tell them no thank you and close the door. Since then, I've had this really weird feeling like not so much that I'm being watched, but our house is being watched. A week ago my neighbor said someone was trying to break into her house, and my mom's dog was asleep. Usually he barks at everything. He did not bark in this case. I'm not saying it's paranormal. I'm not saying they're black-eyed people or men in black, but they were wearing black suits. That much I could tell. Black ties. Just really weird. Really, really weird. And I don't know. It's just really eerie that someone is trying to pass themselves off as evangelists, missionaries. They wouldn't even say what they were when I asked. They didn't want to give their names or their church when they say it's non-denominational. It's almost 9 o'clock, and I refuse to open the door. It's just really weird. And this is not for Halloween. Like I'm saying, my computer is actually going into Dell tomorrow. Going to be picked up by FedEx. It's just really, really bizarre. First this happens with these 2 weird men. Then I finally get my cat to chill the heck out. And then I get a good look at her tail, because I'm gonna scratch her tummy. And someone's fucking mutilated my cat. Like, who hurts a cat? Who's got screwed up? And yesterday, I had 2 other very strange people at the door. 2 women. I kind of figured they were Jehovah's Witnesses. They come by once or twice in my bathroom, not to, They never said who they were either. They didn't leave any literature, which I was okay with yesterday. But, they want to come inside. They want to come inside. And I don't know. It's just really weird. Most of the time when you deal with, I guess, legitimate missionaries, legitimate evangelists, they don't ask to come inside. And it's just really bizarre. It is really strange. I'm gonna keep you updated. I was able to take a picture of my cat's tail, It doesn't look infected, but it does still look really juicy. Like yesterday, I noticed her tail of scars. Finally got a look at it. Someone shaved my cat and gouged her. It's not their cat. She has a collar. She has a tag. But the tag is now missing. But the tag doesn't have our address on it. I know you're supposed to put the address on it, but I just thought I shouldn't. I would put a phone number on. And her tag is missing. She still has a collar, but she was gone for 4 days. And now I've got 2 weird men on the porch who want to come inside. And I don't know. It's just really weird. I mean, if you come from a church, typically you say what church you're from, and you don't ask to come inside. You don't come at 9 o'clock. But it's just weird. Really, really weird and bizarre. And I don't know, I just would like a record of it in case I'm found murdered, and robbed and murdered, or just plain old-fashioned murdered. I have no idea. At least 46 people watch these videos on average. A lot of them from across the Atlantic, according to YouTube. Quite a few good number American, good number German. What do you call people from the Netherlands? Dutch? Danes? I should really know. I'm sorry if I offend you, Dutch or Danish, Netherlandish watchers. I don't know. If you could give me your ideas on who these people could have been, or why they were coming, I would appreciate it. Now, I've been invited by a lot of people on the block to go to their churches, but I've always declined. And I know that one of my neighbors does go to a non-denominational church, but I don't think she or her family would have sent people over that would have come that late at night. I also don't think my other neighbor would have people show up that late at night or send people to come visit my house without my consent or knowledge or letting me know, because they know I don't like people. I don't like people just visiting the house willy-nilly. They know I'm not big on strangers being told where I live or anything like that. Like, they knew most of the strange situation I've been in before. And because of that, I don't think they would do this. I honestly don't. They don't seem like they're good neighbors. I don't think they'd do that. I also know they were definitely not Mormon missionaries. They're not allowed that late, out that late. They're not supposed to knock on doors that late. But just to make sure, I'm going to contact some missionaries that I was meeting with before. I can't meet them now. Long story. Uncomfortable. Awkward. But I don't think they would mind telling me what was going on, or, something like that. Now I should remind you that these hats they were wearing did obscure part of their face, especially because one was in the shadows, off to the side. The other one was off to the very, very right side of the door, of the wall, of the door, can't really see him well. All I know is that I saw kind of part of his face. He didn't look old. But I do know he was of African American descent. And I'm not saying that people who are mixed, I'm mixed. I'm not saying people who are mixed are, anything, are bad people. I'm just saying, that's what they look like. That's their identifying characteristics that I could see. Aside from being men in black suits on my porch wearing hats. So, tell me what you think, just tell me your theories, because it's driving me nuts, and I can't exactly call my neighbor this late to find out anything. If I sent messages to the missionaries, I wouldn't hear back until about maybe 6 or 7 in the morning. And I don't want to ask the sister missionaries that they want me to meet with now, because they've never completely answered questions I've asked before. Or they answer them to the best of their ability, but not as well as the other ones did. So I don't feel comfortable asking them. Plus, I don't know them as well. I don't know if they would know how many missionaries are supposed to conduct themselves. It's just truly bizarre. I have no idea what is going on. It is really freaking weird. So, yeah. Telling you has made me feel a little bit better, but tomorrow I have to call and report animal abuse. That someone in my neighborhood has abused my cat. Freaked her out. I should probably come talk to my neighbors tomorrow morning to see what's going on, and if they did send anyone to the house, then I have to, if not, I think I should report it to the police, because this is really weird, and all of my windows are blocked off because I'm freaking paranoid, except for one big window. I don't like my door situation. Everything's locked. Other doors are blocked off. They cannot be opened at all. I don't know. This is odd. This is bizarre. And maybe because it's October, they're playing a prank. But this is not a prank. This is not a game. This has happened. And this is weird. I cannot stop thinking how weird this is. So have a good night, stay safe, keep your doors locked. The date is October 11th, 2018. By the time this is posted, it should probably be about midnight. Right now it's like 11:40, 45. So, yeah, see you in a few hours. Or talk to you in a few hours because I'm hella paranoid.